Law of assumption. Today, I'm going to talk about one of topics which are extremely important, and they're important because we need to clarify one thing. We are living in a 5D world, and this is something you probably never ever heard of. What does 5D mean? You know probably the 3D, like three-dimensional world, but there is also the concept of 5D. And 5D means that everything is interconnected. And I didn't know about the 5D until January 2024. However, I managed to attract so many things in my life, like partner, like dream apartment, like my dream scholarship, my travels. I did a lot of crazy things, which I managed to do safely, well, and I didn't know that I was using this law of assumption. I didn't know it was anything like law of assumption because I was not spiritual. I was not really educated in any of these sphere. However, this year, like the universe sent me my coach, and she told me, Lenka, there is a 5D, and actually, the people who have a higher awareness, they work from 5D. Why 5D is a topic, why law of assumption is a topic for today's video, where I'm talking about scholarships and applying and like working abroad. Well, first of all, I need to tell you what is this law of assumption. So law of assumption is a concept popularized from Neville Goddard, which suggests that assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is a key to manifesting one's desire. According to this principle, by assuming the state of being or having what you want, you align your inner world with your desired reality, eventually bringing it into your external experience. So basically, I was talking about the manifestation. Hey, I manifested the program, and it was not the video I wanted to make a buzzword, or I wanted to make a viral video, but by some reason, like, so many people saw it and they were writing me like, Lenka, I also manifested the scholarship. Or like, just today I got a message from one of my follower, and she said, oh, I manifested my dream job. And we are manifesting like on a daily basis, but sometimes we are manifesting things which we want and which we don't want. So how actually the law of assumption works? As I mentioned, our inner world is always the first and initial phase, which is later on reflected in the external world. So if I believe that I'm worth of something, I'm going to attract things in the external world which are going to show me, yes, Lenka, this is what you feel inside. So if I'm gonna feel I am worth of having the scholarship, I'm going to meet so many people who got the scholarship and who are going to tell me, yeah, go for it. But if I'm going to have the thoughts in my inside of me, I'm not worth of it, I am not even going to try, and I'm even not going to put energy into my application, because inside of me, I don't believe that I am a scholarship holder, which comes also down to concept like self-image. Do I see myself as a scholarship holder? Do I see myself as living abroad? Do I see myself as the manager of that company, as a CEO? Do I see myself as a being in a super happy relationship? Do I actually believe I'm worth of it? Like, do I believe that I can have it? Do I believe that I can attract these things? And those are very heavy questions, and you might answer, of course I'm worth it, of course I want to have it all. But then we have the subconscious minds, and like our conscious mind is basically like the top of the iceberg. It's something what we are conscious of, but then we have the subconscious mind, and we are not really aware of what our parents were telling us when we were babies, because we forget so many things, and until the age of 6 and 4 or 6, some psychologists say, we are like a sponge, right? So we absorb everything. And not only that, we are also carrying beliefs which our mothers, our parents, our ancestors had. So like, we're carrying all of this inside of us. That's why meditation is so great, because then we actually finally calm down and we realize, oh wait, what are all the voices? Like, is it me or is it the external world? So if I want the scholarship, or I want to, let's say, I want to live abroad in some specific city, and the city is so far away from my reality now. The city is far away, it's on a different continent maybe. It's expensive and I don't even get the visa. Firstly, you need to picture yourself there. How would yourself like behave? How would feel? What would it do every day? Like, what would be the image of yourself being there in that city, living there? What would you do? Where would you work? Who would be your friends? So this is like first thing you need to picture yourself. I was, for example, picturing myself all the time, like walking all the corridors of the university, hanging out with my classmates, speaking English all the time because I love to speak English, and I'm not native, so I really love to practice my English. I was seeing how the money are coming to my account every month without any effort, and I was like always picturing myself. Yes. I was even like putting my password, something like I am a scholarship winner in 2020. And people were asking me like, what are you up to next year? And I was like, next year I'm going to study in the UK. And they were like, are you like, did you get the admission confirmation? I was like, no, it's on the way. I was so convinced. But this is what so many people get wrong. Like they are lying to themselves, like yeah, I'm this and that, but they don't, like, deep inside they don't believe it. This is the difference. I don't know how, but I was really believing. I was convinced that I would get the scholarship, even though I knew that there are thousands of other people, even though I knew that my grades are not great, even though I knew that, I don't know, whatever can happen. I could also, like, there could be a war or whatever that would disable me to go to Erasmus Mundus, whatever. I was so convinced that everything will be great. And this was kind of the practical application, which is important. So firstly is the vision. And then it's the practical one. It's the affirmations, it's visualization, it's scripting. What is scripting? I really like it also as well. It's when you do, for example, journaling, and then you do, like, this is how I do scripting. There might be different techniques for scripting. The one for me is I am writing as if it already happened. So, like, for example, what I do now, it's scripting for my partner. Oh, today we went for a brunch and he really is a handsome guy and I'm so happy in the relationship, and we are planning our next trip together, and we were talking about having a family, and he's such a great guy, he's going to meet my family next week, and etc. etc. Regarding scholarship, you can be writing like, oh, we just had a test from history class, and after we are going for a surf class with my friends, and at the end of the day we have a university event where I'm going to help out and I'm going to be a photographer, whatever. Like, you're scripting your ideal self of the program. But it's not one-time thing. This is like, you internalize it, like, as often as possible, like as often as possible, then you will start believing in it, not like really believing. And then, like, the only thing which is so important, that not stopping ever. Like, the things will come into your life, that's like for sure, that they have to come, but you need to wait. What is the most common mistake of people? When they start to see change, they stop. But then, like, you need to understand how the reality works. So if I change something inside of me, the reality, the outer world, the external world, has like some time to also change. I don't know if it's a week, if it's a month, it can be year, but it takes time. So what happens when inside of us we change something, the external world is starting to change, and we stop with our affirmation, visualization, and then we see the effect for a while, but it stops. And then when we start again, like, it's not there. You see why it's so important, like, keep doing these things continuously. And this is exactly what has happened with Erasmus Mundus. And I didn't know I was doing this. The same, like, I can give you another example. I was hitchhiking when I was 18 years old. I've decided I'm going to hitchhike from Mexico to Colombia through the most so-called dangerous states like Honduras, Salvador, and people were stopping by and telling me, please don't do it, like, it's so dangerous. And I was so convinced it's going to be great and I will meet great people. And I know it's crazy, like, I was risking. But back then, when people started to, like, talk negatively about the past events, I told them, like, stop, like, this is not part of my reality, like, stop. And I didn't know this was exactly what is manifestation like you don't want things which don't serve you, the negative thoughts, like go out, like, go out of my space. You don't need them in your space, like, really there's not a single reason why you should support them. Like, the negative thoughts can come, it's fine, but then they should go. Like, you should not nurture them, you should not feed them, because then they will keep more and more, they will be getting more and more space, and this is not what you want, right? So love assumption, I feel it's really a crucial part of everything we do. And last year I started to including it into the coaching sessions I was doing with students. I was telling them, like, really visualize that you're in the program, because if you're going to write just some application, like, it's just some process which is like writing, putting words behind each other, like even ChatGPT can write it. But if we believe, coming back to the 5D world, if we believe that, let's say, we are watched by the universe, like, imagine that the universe is always watching you. Universe is watching you 24/7. It's like a spy. It's always watching you. Do you do enough for your dreams? Do you do enough? Like, well, what have you done today? You say you want Erasmus, you want to live abroad. Okay, what did you do today? Did you apply for jobs? Did you get in touch? Did you connect with someone over LinkedIn? Did you check out the visa process or whatever? And then we sometimes realize, like, wait a minute, it has been weeks since I actually have done something for my ideal self. And this is also what people get wrong. Like, oh, I will manifest it, I will just wish. No. The change in your life will come when you actually do something. So it's like you need to have a separate ingredient and they will make a perfect sauce. Like, you need to have manifestation, the law of assumption. You need to have whatever it's like, law of assumption, including affirmations, visualizations, and then you need to have the self-belief, going to do the things, overcoming your ego, and being persistent, like doing it over and over and over until it becomes real reality. So yes, guys, this is the law of assumption. Whatever you're going to do, like, you're even like, you want to quit your job, you want a new job, you want to lose weight, you want to, I don't know, you want a new car. Law of assumption. Picture yourself driving that car. And also, sometimes what is scary, we need to say no to things which comes to us, which tries to distract us from our goal. Universe is always watching us, it's always supporting us, but it's trying to distract us to test if we really want something. So what can happen? You're going to get a scholarship, but suddenly you got a job offer, and it's either or. Like, it's no possibility that you will be able to do both things. Universe is testing you. Do you really want to go to that program? Do you really want it? Or not really? So just realize we are living in a 5D world. The universe is always watching you, but the universe is also going to test you. Guys, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about love assumption. Maybe write me some of your stories when you wished something to happen and it actually happened and you didn't even know like how it did happen, because sometimes the universe has a unique ways to bring us something. And the last thing, if you have a dream, if you have a wish, a goal, write it down in the comment, because what will happen, you will write it down. It's like accountability buddy, and the universe will see it. I will see it. YouTube will see it. The algorithm will see it. Everyone will see it, and we are all there to support you and your goals. Guys, have a beautiful day, and I kindly invite you to my Patreon community where I'm sharing exclusive content, where I'm sharing some insiders, free templates, real templates. I'm also sharing like whatever it comes to studying abroad. It's the best community to support you on your endeavors to study abroad. And my dream is to help thousands of international students, to help them study abroad and pursue their dream careers and dream lives. Guys, have a beautiful rest of the day. Adios.